What are values? Values are the kind of thing which actually drives people. Because if you check what makes you do things every day, you wake up in the morning, you get charged up, you do a lot of things, you want to achieve certain things in your life. All these things is because you're driven by your values. And if you ask me to describe what values means, just to put it simple, let me ask you this question. What do you feel is very important in your life? Maybe I have seen people telling the most important thing for me in my life is actually my family, which means those set of people will do anything it takes to provide the right things to their family. So for them, be it their work or be it anything else in life, they can actually compromise a bit, they can actually accept something lesser, but when it comes to family, they want the best. Or for somebody else, the most important thing or the highest value, what we call, maybe career, which means for the sake of career, they will not compromise anything in life. Anything else, it's okay. But when it comes to career, I want the best. Or if they need to make choices, if they have to make decisions between about certain things about the career, certain things about the family, they may actually give more priority for their career. This will not mean other things in life is not important. This will never mean it. But what it means is this: when it comes to making decisions, values are the one which actually drives you. They actually defines what kind of actions you take, because they defines your priority. They defines the kind of things what you actually look forward in your life. If you want me to define a metaphor for values, it's something like this. Say you have say rocket, and there is a target defined. There is something which is actually defined, which you know this is the direction I need to actually go to hit my target. Right? It's the same in human life. You may know this is what I want in life. These are all the set of dreams what I carry. These are all the set of goals what I carry. So you know the direction. You know this is exactly how you have to move. But what drives the rockets is actually the fuel what we fill in. Right? Values are like those fuels. What really drives you. And by chance, if the proposition, the way in which it's actually mixed up, right? If that is not right, that's going to create a lot of challenges. That's going to create a lot of issues in life. Same. If your values are not aligned well, that's when people go through a lot of pain. You have been always asking this question: is this something important for me? Or you do a lot of things for a family, then you think like your career is compromised. The moment you spend a lot of time with your career and you have little time with your children, then you think like, oh, I'm actually compromising too much on my family. Always when you're being dragged between two things, right? There are times I've actually seen in the past where people come up to me to ask for certain solutions because I know I have to work, I have to actually do a lot of things. I need to progress a lot in my career, so that I want to take up a job. But one thing which actually pains me is I'm spending little time with my family, specifically with my children. What should I do? It's nothing else but a value conflict where they're finding it so difficult to prioritize what is actually important in life. Values are a set of things which are also going to give you the solution to actually keep driving you to achieve the set of dreams what you carry for yourself. Right? And if you ask, assume there are two set of people, right? Where the person A, right, for him the most important thing, for her the most important thing is actually family. What kind of things they will do in life. Or assume there is somebody else, person B. For this person the most important thing is say actually freedom, right? What kind of things this person will do. The kind of choices what they make, will it be very different? The kind of jobs what they are doing, will it be very different? By chance, if they choose a job which may not actually suit them, which may not suit their values. Say for example, if this person actually chooses a job which have like a lot of restrictions on time, a lot of restrictions on the way the task can be done, because the highest value for this person is freedom. That person is going to find hell a lot of pain in going through that job, doing it every day, every morning, every evening. When he was actually going through the whole process, she's going to going through the whole process. It's going to be so painful. So what is the solution? So whenever people go through, whenever you have hierarchy of values which are not aligned, hierarchy, what I mean is this. Say for example, the first most important thing, if you define for me the most important thing is family, if you actually define that, or the second most important thing for you is actually say health, the third most important thing, say you define it as career, that's exactly what I mean by hierarchy of values. Because values are the set of ones which helps you to make decisions, right? And whenever you face a lot of conflict in the process of making decisions, you must have to rework your values. Whenever you need to rework your values, you need to check what is it you want to achieve in your life, and check whether those things are so important for you to actually achieve it. If that is the case, you need to go back and check what set of values will help you to achieve those goals. So redefine, realign your values. And whether values change with a person's age, a lot. Definitely yes, values do change a lot with respect to the age. Because say for example, when I define an age, particular age, say somebody in 20s, what is something most important for them? Maybe fun, maybe freedom. Right? Somebody in their 30s, right? Maybe the biggest thing what they may be looking forward in life is growth, right? Maybe growth in career, growth in wealth is what they're actually looking forward. And apart from it, say people in their 40s, 50s, what they start looking forward is primarily security, right? Where they need a lot of certainty about things, about their family life, about their finances, right? Everything around them. Or people at their say 50s, 60s, right? A lot of things changes for them. Maybe some of them, the most important value may be family, right? Everything else comes next to their family. They can actually lose a job for the sake of family. They can actually sacrifice a lot of things in their life for the sake of family. Or for some of them, it's actually the health, right? Because most of the time, health is something way down. So when you're like 20s, 30s, but the moment you actually go into your 40s, 50s, health takes a lot of priority, because you start facing certain challenges with your health. So you actually start getting a thought, if I'm not actually taking care of myself well, life is going to be much tougher. I will not be able to do any other task in life. So better, it's a time, let me focus on health. So it's time where you actually sit down to realign your values. If you are actually going through any challenges, primarily with respect to your decision-making process, primarily with respect to taking certain actions when you feel a lot of inertia in doing it, which means you're going through a value conflict. So how to actually realign your values? Go check your goals, go check your dreams. What is it you want in your life? Is that something what you really want? The moment you actually achieve it, will you feel you are actually growing? Will you feel you are actually achieving something more in life? Will you create more meanings in your life? If the answers for all these questions are actually yes, then go realign your values. Look at those set of values which will really help you to achieve those goals. You need to prioritize them. You need to say, you need to redefine and then say like, this is what is most important for me in my life. And this is the second most important thing in my life. And whenever you're making decisions, you need to recall those set of hierarchy. That's going to support you. That's going to help you to make your decisions the right way. So it's time to rework your values, realign your values, have a lot of drive, go achieve a lot of things in your life.